All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kyle Escamilla, and I am the training coordinator for AVEVA Select California. I'd like to thank you for attending our Learn in 30 webinar today on simplifying license management with AVEVA Flex and Connect portals. After the webinar this morning, we will be doing a short Q&A, so please type any questions or comments you have throughout the webinar into the Q&A box, and we will get to them at the end. With that, I would like to introduce your first presenter for today's webinar, Chanel Alexander. Chanel is a customer success agent here at Aviva Select California. So good morning, Chanel.
Hey, thank you, Kyle. I welcome everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining our Learn in 30 webinar, an introduction to AVEVA Flex licensing that will also include overview of our Flex and Connect portals. As Kyle said, my name is Chanel Alexander, Customer Success Agent here at AVEVA Select California, and I'm joined by my colleagues Matt Brodelsky, a Sales Proposal Lead, and Elkan Zakusa, our Product Specialist. Some of you may already have an AVEVA Flex subscription and using Connect, while for others, this may be new to you. I will provide an overview of AVEVA Flex licensing and highlight the key benefits of the subscription model. Matt and Konzo will walk you through the AVEVA Flex and AVEVA Connect portals. And we will make sure to leave time for any questions you have after the presentation. First, I'll talk a little bit about AVEVA and AVEVA Select California. AVEVA is wholly owned by Schneider Electric and is a completely independent software company. AVEVA is much more than SCADA. We offer enterprise industrial data management, our AVEVA Pi system. We also offer asset management, mobile operation solutions, multi-site MES, process simulation, engineering design, and much more. We also offer flexible licensing options for any size project with our AVEVA Flex subscription model. Now, who we are, AVEVA Select California, an exclusive AVEVA distributor in California. We're local and here to help with all things AVEVA and much more. Our focus is providing customers with actionable information to help them operate and optimize their business in real time. We are a long-term partner committed to your success. We offer a local education. We do offer instructor-led training, and also we get your feet wet with free hands-on workshops and webinars like these. And we have an extensive video library on our YouTube channel. Our training team works tirelessly to provide education for your team's needs and to feel confident taking ownership of your AVEVA solutions. We are now offering unlimited training packages as well that make it easy for your organizations to get resources trained. We also offer custom classes for your specific needs. We provide technical support. Our local tech support team here to help you with any AVEVA technical related issue you may have. Don't spend your time struggling to figure it out. We are here to support you and help you be successful with your AVEVA solutions. We offer a full range of IT services as well. Our IT services team is available to help you spec and source hardware for your organization. They can also provide installation services for AVEVA, Microsoft, and VMware on servers, computers, virtualized servers, and HMI panels. We also work with over 120 registered system integrators in California. We can connect you with skilled local engineering services specific to your industry or needs. We are here to help support you with everything from helpful advice to full turnkey projects. Wanted to also update you on a few of our virtual events coming up. On Thursday, we have a Viva in Touch HMI workshop. And on the 27th, we have a Learn in 30 webinar on Connect. This part will be covering data services, while on the 29th, and Learn in 30 Connect will be covering visualization. And you can sign up on our California AVEVASelect.com under the Get Educated section. And now we'll go into AVEVA Flex licensing. These are some of the key benefits. AVEVA Flex licensing is a modern subscription-based model designed to make it easier and more cost-effective for organizations to deploy and scale software. Instead of purchasing and managing individual perpetual licenses, Flex allows customers to access a broad portfolio of AVEVA solutions using a shared pool of Flex credits. This gives organizations the flexibility to seamlessly adjust to licensing as operational needs shift without being locked into a rigid perpetual licenses structure. Flex licensing simplifies budgeting, cost planning, supports hybrid environments, on-prem, virtual, or cloud, and scales easily organizational goals or operational needs change. Flex subscriptions lower upfront cost and provide confidence that your AVEVA investment can adapt over time as requirements evolve. All Flex contracts also include software support and technical support, giving you access to the most current versions and security patches to ensure your system stays cyber secure. This is a credit-based subscription. So this model uses flexible credits instead of fixed perpetual licenses. So you'll only pay for what you need and can adjust as priorities change. You also will get a personalized Flex portal. Customers have a centralized control to allocate, reassign, or trade licenses for credits as needs evolve. You can also download your licenses files right from the portal, and we'll have a walkthrough of that a little later in the webinar. You have access to an entire portfolio. Credits can be used across all AVEVA products, making it easier to adopt new solutions or add to the existing systems. There are many AVEVA solutions that are only available through Flex, and many features like unlimited tags or clients that can be accessed through Flex. This also includes a customer-first support included. Keep your SCADA systems cyber secure with access to the latest patches, hotfixes, and versions. Take advantage of best-in-class technical service team, and our local team will help you solve any AVEVA software issues that may arise. We also offer 24/7 emergency support through our AVEVA Direct Tier 2 technical support. Now let's talk about how the AVEVA Flex model can make AVEVA licensing simple, easy, and cost-effective. Flex reduces upfront capital costs. Instead of investing heavily in perpetual licenses to add new solutions, you can implement AVEVA solutions with much lower initial investment. Flex licensing spreads the costs across multiple years and lowers the total cost of ownership. This can help with getting projects approved quickly and ensures your AVEVA licensing remains in supported state throughout your product lifecycle. If you already own perpetual licensing, AVEVA has a program that allows you to convert your licenses into Flex credits. This process doesn't require you to change anything on the platform, but when you are ready to upgrade, you can easily expand or modernize your installation to take advantage of benefits exclusive to Flex. Some of the part of the portfolio is here. It doesn't necessarily limit to InTouch system platform historian of AVEVA or AVEVA reports, but our full AVEVA portfolio. Flex licenses can be traded in for different licenses or solutions at any time. Wherever your organization is advancing or expanding, there are a variety of AVEVA Flex options for you to increase functionality and add features. AVEVA has exclusive Flex bundles that can activate features like unlimited tag counts and clients. Many bundles now have redundancy included, or historians that are packaged together with the AVEVA reports. You can even add data infrastructure and start using Connect to do advanced analytics in the cloud. As your business evolves, Flex gives you total control of how your credits are allocated. If you want to add features or functions in the middle of a contract term, you can easily add top-off credits and check out the appropriate licensing. Our feature Flex customers benefit from a free AVEVA development studio license that's also included. With any Flex credit over 300 credits, AVEVA provides a complimentary development studio license. Many end users take advantage of this license to set up sandbox environment to do application development and test on non-production machine. On the financial side, your pricing can be locked for 3 years, eliminating annual renewal headaches and giving you more predictable budgets. With 3-year Flex agreements, you can ensure access to technical and software support, avoid having to renew annually, and lock in the best price available for 3 years. One Flex exclusive I wanted to discuss is AVEVA Operations Control. Operations Control is a Flex bundle priced per user, but enables unlimited AVEVA software across single or multiple sites. I will say it again, no limit or software licenses that only variable for pricing is the number of named users. This gives you the freedom to architect your systems without having to consider licensing limitations or added cost. If you need an additional workstation, historian, client license, want to have a separate Galaxy or multiple systems, however you scale, you can just check out the licensing you need from the Flex portal at no additional cost. The only time your cost increases is if you want to add an additional named user. This gives you a predictable and measurable cost and unlimited AVEVA software for a single or multiple sites. If you're looking for more information on operations control or any of these bundles, please reach out to your AVEVA Select California resource or drop us a comment in the chat and we will follow up with you after this webinar. In short, AVEVA Flex gives you flexibility, predictability, and scalability, all while lowering your upfront costs and keeping your operations running smoothly. This is an example of the Customer Flex portal, and Matt Brodelsky will go ahead and walk through that with you.
Thanks, Chanel, for that overview of the benefits of Flex and Flex licensing. Thanks for joining today, guys. Here we're at the Knowledge and Support Center. The Knowledge and Support Center is a great and handy tool for all people using AVEVA products. There's a lot of great information here. We could probably do an entire webinar on just this portal alone. But in this portal is how we're going to gain access to that centralized licensing management portal that Chanel was mentioning, the Flex portal. If you scroll down here to this AVEVA Flex tab and click on the tab, it's going to bring you to your unique portal that so that you can manage the licenses with your Flex credits. You can see here that we are logged into the AVEVA Select California portal here. If you are a customer who is managing multiple sites or multiple Flex contracts, you can navigate through those different contracts or sites using this caret menu here. On this main splash page, we have some panels located here. There are 5 of them in total. They all take you to different parts of the Flex portal. This is going to tell you how many credits you're subscribed to, and this is going to give you some details about your agreement, like your customer first number, the date and time of your renewal, and the credits that you're subscribed, and the length of your renewal as well. Here is a panel where you'll be able to manage all of your licensing requests. Here's a list of all of your licenses here and all of the products that are available in the AVEVA portfolio through Flex. So I'm going to show you here just a simple license request. I'm going to go ahead and create a new license request for you. But if I scroll down here to all my completed requests, you can see a history of all the requests that we've made as an organization in the past. And you could manage any of these requests individually by just clicking on this View tab to see what the request was and what licenses were included in that request. You can see that there are some returns that have been sent in for approval listed here on the site. So some of these licenses have been returned. And I'm going to walk you through how we're going to check out a new license. So I'm going to use this button here called Create a License Request. I'm going to make sure that we have the site that we're wanting to request a license for selected. I'm going to scroll down here to add an item. And I'm going to search for in this case, it's a development studio. You see here, this AVEVA Development Studio, 1 included per contract. So this is a license that's complimentary and available for any person with a Flex contract or any organization with a Flex contract over 300 credits. So I'm going to select this free dev. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my license list. You can see it's shown up here in my license request. I'm going to go ahead and send this request here. You also have the option to save it as a draft. which is good if you want to review it with other people in your team, or perhaps reach out to your AVEVA account manager to review it with you to make sure that you're checking out the correct licenses. The other thing I want to note here is there's a little heart here. I find this very handy, especially for folks who are checking out a lot of licenses, like with ops control, people who are getting lots of licenses from the portal. It's good to, favorite these items that you're going to most often check out. And then when you are looking through the license requests, like we did earlier when I was adding an item, you could actually filter by this favorite, and you'll bring up all of the parts that you guys check out frequently as an organization. But I'm going to go ahead and submit this request as sent. I'm going to confirm it. And then I'm going to go back to the home page. You can navigate to the home page by simply clicking on this AVEVA button here. And you can see now that our requests reflect 10 instead of 9. And I could see that I have one submitted request. If I wanted information about that request, I could click on this tile and get some more information. It usually takes no more than 24 hours for license requests to get approved by AVEVA. Um, and then once that license is approved, you have the ability to go in and download your licenses right from this portal. So I'm going to go back to this request pane here, and I'm going to check on the completed requests here, and I'm going to look at the licenses that are available for download. If I click here to view, this is a returned license. So I have, but you can see here that there was once a file here for this license. I can click on this and download this license file directly to my computer and go ahead and activate whatever device I needed with that license. So that's a great way to easily manage and gain access to your licenses here in this portal. There's also great tools available for managing the users of the Flex portal. If we check out this hamburger menu here, you have the opportunity to manage users. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and add a user here. I'm going to add myself, and I'm going to give myself some approver credentials, so you can manage permissions as well for all of the users in your portal. You have the ability to just look and see what's available. You can create, you could download, or you can create and download. You can make somebody a site admin. You can set up an approvals hierarchy where Flex requests are emailed to maybe managers or supervisors in your organization to ensure that your licenses are being managed properly. So that's a possibility for you there if you need. And since I'm already in the portal, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, but I just wanted to show you guys where you'd be able to manage and edit users. Also in the hamburger menu, there's some nice reports where you can check out some of the ways your credits are being consumed. You could get burn down reports. You can get a download report that shows you all the licenses that have been downloaded and who downloaded them. You can take a look at the monthly consumption by parts. So if you have a part that you're frequently using and you want to look by different parts and how much credits you're spending on a certain license or a certain set of licenses, you can do that as well here. And all of these reports get downloaded to an Excel file outside of this portal. But it's a good way to, be able to keep track of large amounts of licensing for your organization. I'm going to go back to requests here one last time just to show you these requests. For those of you who are making requests for SaaS offerings, there's a different portal for that. I'm going to pass you off to my colleague, El Consa. She's going to take it from here to show you how to access all of our SaaS offerings through the Connect portal. I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yes, I'll do that. Can you guys see my screen?
Now we can, yes.
Remove this guy from the way. You guys are looking at the Connect portal?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Hi, my name is Alcanza. I'm one of the product specialists at AVEVA Flex California. I've spoken to most of you guys before. So I'm going to talk to you about the Connect portal. And just before anyone gets confused, so many portals, why are we looking into this? How is this different than the Flex portal? Every Flex user needs to be on the Flex portal. So regardless to what product you're getting or you're using, you have to be on the Flex portal and you have to have a Flex portal. After that, for some of the customers or for some of the users, whoever is using some of these services, and I'm gonna directly go to the services so you guys can relate. So if you're using any engineering tools, if you're using Connect, if you're using Insight, if you're using Integration Studios, you will need to also have access to this Connect portal. This is not to be confused with the solution Connect, right? So this is just the Connect portal, which is just an online portal to manage your SaaS offerings or to manage the SaaS services. Some of the things you could do here. So if you are a Connect user or if you are an Insight user, you will have access to this Connect portal. And some of the things that you could do here is manage users, groups, enroll assignments, manage folders. We're going to look into the folders in just a little bit. You can enable services. Within these folders, you can subscribe to generally release services also. You can also monitor your credits. We're going to look into that. You can also look at the reports or the consumption reports. You can set consumption limits. So these are some of the things that you could do using the Connect portal. So in our example here for E&M, we have this Connect portal. We use this to demo the portal to our customers. So if I click on the Data Hub and Visualization, which is just the name that we chose for this folder, it includes 3 services. It includes data services and visualization, which are part of Connect, right? So if you guys are, maybe you're aware, well, maybe you're familiar with the old name, which was Data Hub. It's not called Data Hub anymore, that solution, that SaaS solution, it's now called Connect. And these 2 services are part of it, data services and visualization. Maybe for some other customers, you're aware of or you're familiar with Insight, and this is also part of this folder in our case. We included all of these services in the Data Hub and Visualization folder. And you need to make sure that all of them, once you already subscribed and once you already have a contract, you just need to make sure that you come into here and all of these are enabled. And then you can also do things like manage roles, and you can also like view who's using the service and things like that. So this is regarding managing folders and enabling services within those folders. User management, again here, they have this nice feature where you could basically add roles to the group. So you create a group of users and then add roles to those groups. So you don't have to go to the individual users and give them like individual access to the services. There's also integration here, so access tokens and the applications, you can find all of that here. I don't have anything here to demo for you guys. This is a little bit more advanced, but this is something that you would manage here in this portal. Flex credits, maybe this is something that is important to a lot of you guys. You want to see how, so for example, you want to see your agreement information. This is our agreement information. Tells you the start date and end date and things like that. And then the credits budget. This is something that a lot of customers ask about. So what you could do here is, this is a nice feature that AVEVA added to this Connect portal, which is you can set a limit or a budget per month. Let's say I want to set 100 credits per month, right? And I want the system to notify me when I exceed the 100 credits per month. What it does actually, it sends you a notification when you exceed or consume 80% of those credits. So if I consume or use 80 credits per that month, it's going to notify me, and you tell it exactly who to notify and who to send an email to. So this is a nice feature that was added recently. The other thing that I want to show you here, and I don't want to go over time, and I also want to leave some time for the Q&A, is this account usage dashboard and reports. These are very nice reports. You could see who's using what services, for how long, and things like that. For things like Connect, because it's consumption based, and Insight. For example, you have like 200 credits to consume per month or something like that. It is important to see these usage reports. Hold on. You can also have credits transactions, as you could see here. There you go. And you could see who's the user and how long they spent using a session, right? This is particularly very important if you want to use Connect and you want to use in the data services features like communities, for example, and you're inviting other communities or other like third-party companies or users to look into your Connect portal or like Connect solution, and you want to see how long and they're using it and how long they're spending in each of the services. I think I want to give the mic back to Matt. If you guys have any questions about Connect or are interested to know more about the Connect solution, we actually have two webinars coming up next week, one to talk about the data services and the other one to talk about visualization. I'm talking about the Connect solution or the SaaS offering from AVEVA. All right, I'll give the mic back to Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Sure,
And I'll
no
stop
problem.
sharing.
Thank you, Alcanza.
Sure.
Yeah, in summation, really trying to bring some transparency to licensing here at AVEVA, give you full control to manage your licensing from the Connect portal as well as the Flex portal. If you have any questions, Kyle, go ahead and fire away.
Yeah, no, we had a couple come up during the presentation here. Let me check or take a look here. All right. Um, Someone asked which Aviva products are accessible through the Flex portal.
Yeah, all of the AVEVA products are available through Flex licensing, so every product that we own can be purchased with Flex.
Awesome. And then we had another one here. How does Flex support short-term projects or pilots?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because it is credit based, you have the option to choose the amount of credits in which you're going to subscribe. We do 1 year terms, so um, if you're planning on using something for a few months, you could subscribe to that many credits and then check it back in before that date and time, and test out a pilot or something small with minimal impact to costing.
Awesome, thank you. And then we had one last one. Can Flex be used in a hybrid or multi-site environment?
Absolutely. Flex is, it's a commercial model, so it can support all different types of environments, whether it's multi-site, hybrid, cloud only. We can deliver the licenses to wherever they need to go, and you can check them out and manage them on your own. The licenses themselves do not require the internet in order to function. They operate as standalone licenses, so there's no need so you can install them in an environment that doesn't have the internet.
Awesome. That is all the questions I had, unless anyone has any last minute ones they wanted to ask. But okay, I wanted to thank you, Matt, Elkanza, and Chanel, and thank everyone who attended. If anyone would like to review any portion of this webinar, a recording will be available on YouTube and our website, california.avivaselect.com, once available, and a copy will also be sent to your email. So, with that, I would like to thank everyone who attended and wish you all a great day.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, no
Thanks
worries.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.